Hello guys, this is Karan Binani from MobiScrub and this is a full review of the Samsung Galaxy S4. This device features Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2, which is the latest Android version, and it's running a 1.6 GHz quad-core processor along with a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor. We'll talk more about the specifications in the video ahead. It weighs only 130 grams and one-hand use is extremely manageable. Even the display being 5 inches, it still is really easy to use with one hand. It's 7.9 millimeters thick. It's actually quite thin. The display is a Super AMOLED display with 5 inches of screen estate and a full HD resolution 1920 by 1080 pixels. The bezel at the top and at the bottom are extremely thin, and that's what makes it possible to have a large screen. The camera is a 13 megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash. On the right edge, you've got the power and lock key. On the top, an IR sensor and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left hand side, you've got the volume rocker, and at the bottom, you've got the USB 2.0 data syncing and charging port. The metallic chrome frame around the entire device really gives it a very sophisticated and elegant look. The rear panel is plastic with the polycarbonate glaze on top, which makes it really strong. What's interesting is the diamond pattern that you notice here. It's not a texture, it's just a print. Inside is a micro SIM card slot, a micro SD card slot with 64 gigabytes of storage space, and a 2600 mAh battery, which should be really good. Let's talk about the interface of the Galaxy S4. It is Android 4.2.2. It is the latest version in the market as of now. And, it's Samsung, so it's layered on top with TouchWiz. There are various ways by which you can unlock your screen, and these are a few options to list. So you can choose amongst any one of these. Let's go ahead and unlock the screen and well, there you go. This is the Nature UX 2.0, I suppose, and it's really smooth. It's completely nature oriented, and it feels really good. Great response, very quick, very fast. Obviously, now what's new is the notification panel here. Bunch of those around, so it's not really quick. If you really have to scroll through so much, these aren't really quick toggles. But, there you go. So you've got all of these listed here, and you can actually edit these and, customize the notification panel. So there are plenty of preloaded applications, widgets that you can choose from and place them onto your home screen, all of those being resizable, movable. Number of wallpapers that are all nature-centric, very well aligning with the nature UX that Samsung has with its TouchWiz. You have multiple home screens, so, and you can have 7 of those, so you can really nicely organize all your shortcuts and widgets. Now, there are a bunch of preloaded applications, for example, the S Health, which really takes care of all your health-oriented activities. Then there's Group Play, so you can have a lot of Galaxy S4s around, share picture, music, and documents, and actually have them sync in a way that, one acts as a left speaker, the other as a right speaker, and so on and so forth. Another really interesting application is S-Translator, which actually translates between 10 different languages, voice and text. So really interesting. Now, since the device has an infrared port on top, it's really, really strong, and I've really tried it. Acts for a lot of devices, a list of devices that you can configure with the remote. It really works like a charm. Must try. The Galaxy S4 ships with S-Voice, which is basically the Siri version for Samsung. I don't really use it a lot, but maybe a little while I'm driving. Now, the camera is a 13 megapixel camera, and this is the interface. Now, as you can see, it has been completely revamped. It is very much like the Galaxy camera interface if you've seen it all. So expect a lot of new properties, new settings, new modes. So there you go. A lot of interesting modes have been added, an improved panorama and an improved HDR mode as well. So you can take really good pictures with the Galaxy S4 camera. Now, for all of you who are Instagram lovers, let me show you one thing. You don't really need to use Instagram anymore. There you go. As you can see, there's so many filters that you can use even before you take a picture, so you know what your picture looks like, right? So it's really interesting, and I love the new interface. The Galaxy S4 has a couple of new features, for example, the air gesture, which you can use to change images or even change music tracks. Then there is Smart Scroll, so depending upon how much you tilt your face, the web page scrolls automatically. Or you can just hover your finger to, a particular text. Or even over an image to basically expand it. So there are quite a few new things about the Galaxy S4, and there are going to be a lot more videos about the camera, the gaming. So guys, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.